So I tried to speedrun Pizza Tower. The results are actually somewhat surprising. But before we start, I practice a few levels more than others, so some levels I do great on, and some I do absolutely terrible on. And in case isn't obvious, I did not speak in the speedrun as I was concentrating, so all of this commentary is coming from editor me. Enjoy. On the tutorial, I did fine. Honestly, should have started because I made two mistakes that lost me a decent amount of time. But oddly enough, this was one of the levels where I practiced the most, even though it's literally just a tutorial. John Gutter is the one I definitely did best. I got a time of 1:45, but I missed the topping. The topping was so out of the way that it just decided it was not worth it. Just had a good run with very few minor mistakes. Pizza Escape is another one that I did surprisingly good on. I ran into a lot of walls with the night power up though. Running into the walls with the night power up doesn't really waste much time. So, it's still very good. But I knew my luck was too good. I did fine on Ancient Cheese. I managed like 30 walls and the bomb power messed me up a lot, but most of the mistakes were made around the same time. And I was really fast, so not really much else to say. Blood Sauce Dungeon was one of my favorites. I did decent, somehow never fell into the lava. But, now it goes downhill. Already! I did terrible on Pepperman. I was thinking about just starting, and honestly, I should've. I missed attack windows multiple times and got hit a decent amount. And this is the boss that I definitely did the worst on. Ugh. I honestly should have started. Now on to floor 2. Organo Desert was bad. The beginning was pretty good, but once I got the power up, things went downhill very quickly. Especially those cows. Those cows! Waste Yard was somewhat decent. I was kind of dreading this level because one major mistake during pizza time can result to John Ghost catching you, sending you all the way to the beginning of the room. Luckily, I never got caught. Everything else went fine. Fun Farm was where I had two giant mistakes. One is when I got hurt with more than I needed to go all the way back to the beginning of the room. The other one was when I couldn't climb a ladder for some reason. Look, like 5 seconds, kept just running around it. Yeah, overall an okay level. Fast Food Saloon was surprisingly one of the best. Only made one major mistake and no minor ones. Just really good run. The Vigilante was a very mixed one. I did terrible on the first phase, maybe even worse than Pepperman, but did really good on the second phase. I have no idea how I did so much better on the harder phase, but I'll take it. Onward to floor 3! Trust COVID is an interesting one. I did okay, but I somehow forgot I was speedrunning and paused the game twice for like 5 seconds each. Did not add to the timer, so I just added it to myself to the finish timer, which you'll see at the end of the game. Surprisingly, the barrel was not a pain. Gnome Forest, the meme level. I did pretty bad. I still have a little trouble getting used to Gustavo and Brick's mechanics, because for me, they feel a little less smooth to control compared to Peppino. And to top it off, this level is one of the longest in the game. I did amazing and terrible on Deep Dish 9. I made so many mistakes, but recovered from them decently quickly. No, I literally have nothing else to say. Now, oh boy, golf. I did the worst on golf. It's not even a contest. Kept accidentally hitting the golf backwards. I ran into so many walls. There was this one section with a bunch of outlets, which it's the outlets that hurt you. I ran into like 10 in a row. No redeeming qualities about my attempts. And then the noise was the boss I did the best on. And also the one I have nothing to say about, so on to floor 4. Pig City was fine. I did much better with Gustavo and Brick compared to Gnome Forest, and most of my mistakes were actually on Peppino. That being said, I definitely could have done better, but I was glad this level was over with. Happy Bar Factory was actually decent. I didn't make too many mistakes, and the ones I did, I recovered from somewhat quickly. The conveyor belts were definitely the hardest part about this, as conveyor belts and going fast do not mix. Oath was surprisingly decent. I did pretty bad on the practice runs of this level, so I was surprised when I did good. That being said, the cheese mechanic did mess me up a little, but I was regaining hope that I would do good on the later levels. But then, Freezer Raider was the only level I did bad on in floor 4. I just fell off the ledges quite a bit and ran into a lot of walls, and those snowman enemies, ooh. Luckily I had only a few levels left to go. Fake Peppino was fine. The first phase was really easy, and I don't think I made any major mistakes. but the second phase made me mess up a lot more. Not to mention I was taunting when I couldn't attack him because, I mean, why not? I did really good on the chase sequence though. And the final floor. By the way, I didn't do pizza scale because I didn't have to. Don't Make a Sound was a level where I made a lot of sound and almost got caught multiple times. I love this level a lot, so I played it a lot before attempting to run, so it's kind of no wonder why I did good. But going fast in this level has lots of consequences. So I'm glad I made it through. Yeah. Oh, the hardest level in the game. I did fine. I paused for like 0.2 seconds, but that was about it. Many minor mistakes, but it's time for Pizza Face. Hey, that kind of vibe. Pizza Face went about as well as I thought it would go. Did terrible on the first phase, decent on the second, fine on the final. But no matter how much I practice that first phase, it will always get me. But overall, it went just fine. Just fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, the coming out of pizza. To end it off, guess how I did? Fine. Just fine. I have nothing else to say. Just... Ooh, I hit my mouth. Fine. Yep, as you can... The final time is right here. And I looked on the leaderboard, and apparently it's like 156 or something out of like 216, which is still good, so I'll take it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Might attempt some more speedruns in the future. Dunno. But you will see. See ya. Also, I've been doing a lot of hand motions this whole video, even though y'all can't even see my face. I don't know why, it's just habit.